Hi everybody, it's Lynn McTaggart. I'm so excited to be with you right now because I want to give you a little preview of an amazing webinar that I'm going to be running in just a few weeks' time, starting in June 23rd. It's aimed at healing professionals or people who are healers of all varieties. Everything from nurses and doctors to alternative practitioners to Reiki healers, reconnection healers, healers of all variety, people who have patience and who need more information about how the power of their thoughts are affecting them at every moment and affecting their patients. So in this three-part series, which is going to run from the 23rd of June through the 30th of June, and with one other session in midweek, plus a lot of downloads, we're going to be talking about the power of your thoughts. Now, everybody thinks, if they're a healer of any sort, that what's really healing people is the energy, or the supplements, or the food, or the friends, something like that. And yes, that all plays a part. But the central issue is what you think about your patient. Now, many of you who are practicing certain kinds of healing say that you clear your minds when you're doing healing. The only problem is that you're a leaky bucket. You're sending out your thoughts at every moment. It's not just when you're healing. You've got judgments about those clients or patients. You've got a feeling about how long it's going to take them to get well. You've made a diagnosis and a decision. And there's so much evidence that that diagnosis can actually hex the patient unwittingly and turn what might have been an easy healing into long and drawn out and possibly intractable affair. So what I'm going to help you do is become more conscious of what you're sending all the time, whether you know it or not, and how to prevent yourself from doing that, how to stay open and positive. I don't know about you, but I've had many well-meaning practitioners, usually alternative practitioners, who will rush to a judgment about a condition of mine or somebody else's, and they'll work out already what's the problem. And by doing so, they help to create that problem. Oftentimes, they see it through their own lens, maybe their own experience. I had an alternative practitioner recently who was convinced I needed a hip replacement because he'd had a hip replacement. And so that kind of unwitting judgment can color everything about your patient. But it's not just your thoughts. It's also your patient's thoughts and how you can marshal them to help this person heal. One of the keys we're going to be talking about in this special teleseminar is how to get your patient to rehearse the final outcome, the final cure. How it's important for that person to create thoughts that create a future self who is free of those conditions. How you can practice that, how you have to practice it step by step. All of the techniques that really make them and you an intention master. You know, many people talk about intention and don't necessarily know what works best. And they have all kinds of judgments about not being really specific, leaving it to the highest power, all those kinds of thoughts. In my experience, being specific works the best, and it has over thousands of Power of 8 groups. It has over 32 intention experiments and more, and it certainly has in many of the studies that I've looked at. So I want to teach you about how to become specific. What are the best mind states, heart states, to really open yourself up and your patient to healing. I also, as you probably know, have been really experimenting with the power of the group. I have been working with Power of Eight groups for many years now, more than a decade, and I have seen thousands and thousands of patients healed in an instant. So I'm going to talk to you and show you how to use your patient body, how your patients can use their friends to amplify their healing, and why this is so important. I'm also going to concern myself with you, your business, your practice. How do you make that better? Because you need a little support too. So all of the things we're going to talk about are really, really central. Another thing that we're going to deal with is time and the power of time, because all of us have been trained, really indoctrinated with the idea that time is a forward-moving arrow. In my experience, in my practice, and in my research, I have found that time is much closer to a kind of quantum time, which is one big smeared out now. And when you see this is the case in quantum physics, you realize that it's not too far-fetched to go back to certain seed moments, very important moments, when an illness just started, where it could have taken 2 different courses before taking the course it did. And using intention will change that trajectory. Not what did happen, but what happens in the future. So I'm going to be showing you some amazing techniques and how that can really, really help your patients and you get out of an idea of a path, a judgment about how long this is going to take. As I said, I've seen thousands of people with totally intractable illnesses who were healed in an instant through the power of 8, the power of thought, the power of community, the power of altruism. And all of that is going to be part of what we talk about. So I'm so excited to see people coming from all over the place. I'm going to just check in and just see. We're seeing lots of people just saying hi with their thumbs up and lots of hearts and sweet things. Hi, Joe Barlow. Hi, Judith. Yeah, people on your page can't find this. Well, it should be right on my Facebook page. We'll be posting it there for anybody who is not watching it now so that people can pass it on. And if you're excited about this and you want to show it to some other friends, please do so. So please come with me. Please be part of this amazing event. We're going to be running it on Zoom, and it's going to be fantastic because you'll be able to see me and I'll be able to see you, and you'll be able to see all kinds of healers. We'll be doing a lot of experiential work, and we're also going to have lots of downloads and homework to take home. So I really hope that you can find that you can supersize your own healing potential through the power of 8. So don't forget, join me. There's right on my Facebook page, there are click-throughs just on the video on the top to get to a page that gives you more information. We'll put a link at the bottom of this video. And hi there from Porto, Portugal. Wow. So please, I invite you to find out more. Thanks so much for listening. Bye for now.